New York, New York. Let's talk prospects coming to the Big Apple up next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5 on Thursday, August 31st. I am Frank Sanford, joined by Chris, the Welsh. There has been a UFO sighting in New York because the Martian, Jasson Dominguez, is being promoted by the New York Yankees. 20-year-old outfield prospect who had very lofty comparisons when he was signed a couple of years ago. Got off to a slow start this season in Double-A, but from the beginning of July on, batting .331 with 5 homers, 19 steals, and .891 OPS. Then he got called up to Triple-A, where he was performing very well. Also, he's only 32% rostered. Welsh, your thoughts on Jasson Dominguez, the player, and whether we should be adding him in redraft leagues?
Yeah, hopefully we can provide some intelligent signs of life here with this Martian, because Jasson Dominguez is something to be excited about. You know, the turbulence of his minor league career definitely should not be discounted. Yes, there were some bad times. Yes, earlier in the year there were bad times, but this is a 20-year-old who has been put to the test, has defied some of those bad odds, and he's walking in as a 20-year-old with the major league team as a Yankee with almost 40 stolen bases this year, 15 homers. Hard hit numbers have looked good. He walks a decent amount. The strikeouts haven't been anything of like massive concern. Austin Wells has got some bigger strikeout issues, but in AAA, 48% pull rate, 47% he had in AA this year, and that continues a non-complex 47 or higher pull percentage his entire career, and he's got the highest line drive rate of his career in AAA right now. So I think him meeting those tests is a huge thing. I think he's continuously hit the ball hard. He runs, and I think that puts him in line as a guy you should look for in 12-team 5 outfield leagues, because he might be able to pop off. You might not have teams adjust too crazy to him in a very short span of what's left in the year. He should be able to man center. If he plays every day and he's seeing a primary amount of fastballs, you might be able to really rattle off 3, 4, 5 homers, maybe 5, 6, 7 stolen bases. This could be impactful, but most importantly, he's the type of guy you take these risks on. We are inundated with the Parker Meadows and the Rafaelas and all these guys, and you can question what actual fantasy production can you get out of rookies. Make your bets on the players with really high skill sets. Jasson Dominguez is one of those guys. If we end up seeing Colt Keith, Pete Crow Armstrong, those are those guys. Otherwise, you can sit with your kind of safe options and build into the playoffs, but I would take a risk with Jasson Dominguez.
And the Yankees also DFA'd Harrison Bader, so it looks like playing time should not be an issue. Yeah. They're going to throw this kid out there in center field. He's a switch hitter, so should be able to take advantage of that short porch in right field in Yankee Stadium as well. So lots to like. More so for 5 outfielder leagues for now, but definitely a big name coming to the New York Yankees. The Mets are also promoting one of their top prospects, 22-year-old Ronny Mauricio, who's had a great season at AAA, .292 batting average, 23 home runs, 24 steals, and .852 OPS. This is a big-bodied dude, 6'3". He can play all around the diamond, also a switch hitter, 25% rostered. Welsh, your thoughts on Ronny Mauricio?
I don't think it's just quite at the same level, and I do worry about playing time in general, but 20 plus, 23 homers, 24 stolen bases, a decreased strikeout percentage by around 5% from last year, from AA to AAA. He also increased his walk percentage. We've seen good ISO numbers. I think outside of the strikeout issues, there's some swinging strike issues that are definitely prevalent with him. He's worth it if you are chasing that power speed combo, if you've got some middle infield issues. If we're really trying to piece this together, though, he might be a void for some bad streakiness and, potential platoon issues. I talked on the full-length show about DJ Stewart, who's a player that I really like. They're going to have to try to find ways to get him in the lineup. Same thing is going to happen with Ronny Mauricio. So I think the Yankees give you a situation that provides a lot more playing time. Ronny Mauricio might be let's see what we got. There's also a bad track record of playing those guys, but the skill set of high batting average, power speed combo definitely works, but, proceed at your own caution.
We're not done yet, because the Yankees are also promoting 24-year-old catcher prospect Austin Wells, who's a former first-round pick from 2020. He was batting .240 with 17 home runs, 7 steals, and a .775 OPS. He's only 7% rostered. I think this is a name that you only need to know in 2 catcher leagues, but any quick thoughts on Austin Wells?
Completely agree. Good hard hit numbers, actually better hard hit numbers according to RotoWire's hard hit batted ball data than the other 2 guys we talked about. But batting average, the stinkiest of all of them, 262 in AAA, 237 in AA this year. I worried that the strikeouts could get a little bit ahead of him. The batting average, the overall contact issues are a problem. 2 catcher league is exactly where I would be looking if there are no other really good options. It's probably lower in 2 catcher league.
All right. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Audacy app, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5, and we will be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.